Okay. Okay, now we are back. So the next one we're talking about is practice. When it comes to performing, if you are kind of whether you do microphone and announcement practice or you maybe the mixing practice, how important is practice? And I wanted to add something to this, is not only is how important is practice, and if you think it's important, how much would you recommend for a DJ who's kind of just starting out? So we're going to start off, Mitch. We're going to go Mitch, James, Anthony, and then Arturo, and then Dave, and then up to myself. Go ahead, Mitch. Is practice important?
Yes, practice is very important in any discipline that you want to get better at. And I would argue that very many DJs, not you watching this, of course, but very many DJs feel that they're already proficient at where they're at. I would argue that, again, Bill Herman said this before, you always need to be on stage. If you're not on stage, you need to be working on your craft. And to me, in that regard, it's so true. I believe you never arrive. You should always be striving to get better. So practice whatever facets you feel you need practice at. I don't practice enough, frankly, and I need to practice more. You always need to be practicing.
Okay.
And yes, it's extremely important. Next.
James, go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, back in the early days, I used to practice in front of a mirror, so I'd have my, so I wouldn't make weird facial gestures while I was reading things. I mean, no, seriously.
No, I've done the same thing when I was doing wedding announcements.
I work in television, and we pull in occasionally radio talent, and they're terrible on TV because they make all these weird, facial gestures because they're so used to hiding in their little DJ booth. It's just funny. But yeah, practice a lot. In fact, like whenever I have a wedding, I'll go through, my introductions over and over and over. So it just comes, it flows out there. Bang. I don't even have to literally try. It just flows because they're in there. But the only problem is if you get like 3 weddings in 1 week and, it's one runs into the other in your brain and,
Yep, that's for sure. Anthony, what's your thoughts?
It's just my brain.
It's all of us. Anthony, what's your thoughts?
I think, for the most part, you should practice. That's it.
I guess
I don't DJ enough to practice.
Yeah, you're the lighting guy. I guess we'd have to
with my lighting stuff. I can get on a controller I haven't used in 3 years and still remember how to use it.
Yeah, that's not the way it works for us. Good stuff. Arturo, what's your thoughts on practice?
Well, I think, practicing, I've been practicing since I've been 16 years old. I'm 45 now, and every gig is different. You have to be, prepared for it. I'll tell you this much, that we're never ready for it. Customers come up to us. All of a sudden, we've got to change the music. We have drunk customers. Or we play this and play that, but we have to have a backup, and one of these things is having practice of know what you do, Basically is you're never ready for it. Practice every day if possible.
I think extending on that is that, and I don't remember who said this, that basically the concept that you practice something and you practice it so much and so thoroughly that you can't get it wrong. And I've heard that one on a few occasions. Definitely.
It's like muscle memory. It's like muscle memory in martial arts. You practice, it just comes to you. You don't have to think about it too hard.
Dave, what's your thoughts?
Practice? Who needs practice?
That's what I want to hear. Why waste our time? We should be just taking. We need to be taking more selfies.
I'm going to throw my hand up, same as Mitch. Guilty. Don't practice enough. I think whether you're just starting out or whether you're 30 years in, the minute you think you don't need any more practice is probably the day you should get out.
Very much so.
If for some reason you aren't finding enough time to practice, for God's sake, video yourself at your events and then go through the gut-wrenching process of watching yourself and try not to make any god-awful faces as you do.
Well, and not only that, but watch yourself one time through, then watch yourself with the sound off,
Right.
And then watch yourself on fast forward. Watching yourself on fast forward will help catch any gestures that you're constantly making that can be distracting to your audience.
Interesting.
And then also
Three parts to
watch yourself with no video as well. Just listen to the audio only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about watching yourself when you made that one video with that pole and that Oh, that was a different show. Different show.
Jimmy, we talked about that earlier. It was the Wrecking Ball video. Oh.
Okay, guys, let's jump to the next topic.